In mid-60s, as Professor Nizam said to you in his opening remarks, that I made a simple discovery, which was in fact quite obvious, namely, that my religion was one among many in this subcontinent. I had a choice to go to Pakistan, to go to Canada, to go to Great Britain, but I didn't. I decided religiously to remain within India, within a multi-religious society. I decided to come home as a Muslim in a society which was not predominantly Muslim. I took the challenge of religious diversity quite seriously. The challenge was spiritual. The challenge was religious. For me, the challenge was basically theological. I asked myself then and later in the 70s, throughout my consultations in the Middle East and Europe, why we have more than one religion on our planet. Why? Well, one sociological reason was always given that people were scattered, they didn't have any communication. So religious traditions and cultures sprang up spontaneously across the world, depending on conditions, both economic and moral and psychological. But that explanation to me was only socio-historical. I had discovered the limits of social science. I was moving towards philosophy and towards metaphysics. I asked myself this question, why more than one religion? In other words, I was asking for a theology of all religions. I was asking for a global understanding of religious diversity, because the diversity was there, staring into my eyes. It was there, unmistakably present. And therefore, that was the first stage of my journey, to ask a theological question about more than one religion. It was in Brumana consultation 1972 in Beirut, the biggest Christian Islamic consultation of the century, that in my paper I made it absolutely clear that perhaps we need more than one religion. How could one dare to equate the almighty unity and transcendence and mystery with the form of one faith and practice? If it is so, then that one religion becomes a god, and it is a blasphemy. As God's transcendence is ineffable, as His might and power is infinite, as His attributes are countless, and therefore there should be as many forms of praising Him, worshipping Him, adoring Him, showing love and devotion to Him. And therefore, I came home in a multi-religious world.